Invincible Season 4 wrapped up a couple weeks ago. I just really want to talk about it because it's my favorite show of all time. We'll start off with the negatives. Obviously, the animation's bad. It's not a big deal to me, but I completely understand how it bothers some people. I just really don't care. I don't really notice that as much. Again, it is still not as great as like some other shows, but I'm fine with it. It's really not gonna hurt my experience at all. Another negative for me was the Herm episode, the Damien Darkblood. It was fine, I just don't care for it, and it really just made me mad that they completely cut away from the fights with the three-headed dog. I mean, I was like, oh, we'll get to see like a cool fight at least, and they just completely cut away from it. It didn't feel well made, and it kind of felt pointless, especially with the scope of the whole season. It felt just kind of like useless, and it really shouldn't have been there. But I mean, I get what it was going for, and I don't completely hate the episode. I just don't really care for it as a whole. So let's get into my positives because it's a long list. This season was great, mainly because of the focus on the redemption of Omni-Man kind of starting. Omni-Man's my favorite character, and man, they do him so well. I've read all the comics, and they're improving upon his character in this show, and I appreciate that he wasn't immediately forgiven. It wouldn't have felt deserved, especially for the things Omni-Man did in the show compared to the comics. 100% he needed to not be forgiven, and that was honestly maybe one of the best scenes in the season for me, was him and Debbie's conversation and fight. I mean, yeah, if she just immediately forgave him, I would have been like, okay, like, that's ridiculous, what are we doing? But you know, personally, I'm just a sucker for redemption arcs, and I always feel like I get something out of it about forgiveness when looking at redemption arcs in shows, and I just love Omni-Man's plan. I mean, it's so good, and it really just hits with me, and finally getting to see that in the show is something that I've really enjoyed doing, and obviously I hope it takes a long time for him to get full redemption. Obviously, I don't want Debbie to step to me and forgive him, and she didn't, but I don't want her to like be like, okay, we're good. I need to see him earn it more, because I mean, that'll just make it 10 times better. The second conquest fight was everything I dreamed it would be, and it was just so gruesome and gory, and I just love how the animation does improve. It does really enhance the experience for me in that aspect, but again, the animation isn't that big of a deal in like the slower moments for me. I really couldn't care that much. But it was so good to see that fight and just how gruesome and gory it was. I really enjoyed. Another thing I really loved was the last episode of the season. I know it's gotten a little bit of controversy, but it's a good, well-written episode. And I like the subversion from season 1 and 3's ending, like all the fights at the end there. I liked the more kind of relaxed and kind of building into season 5 and beyond of how all that's going to work. The relationship between Thrag and Mark is so interesting because you can tell he despises Mark, but he also needs Mark to save the Viltrumites. And I'm just so excited to explore that more, and I think they really did a good job at starting that relationship between these two characters, and it's going to be really good to see. Something the show expanded on is the Viltrumite backstory. It was really amazing to see, and it really, honestly, I've been saying this over and over again, it may be the best part of the show for me. I love seeing Omni-Man's backstory. Again, that just improves his character so much more for me. And getting to see all they had to deal with and go through, it was just so good, and it just really improves upon all the characters, and getting to really see that, it's just so enjoyable, especially because it's not in the comics as much. Episode 7 was absolutely peak. Again, I've read the comics, and I was feeling all these emotions when watching this episode of just freaking out and not knowing. I mean, I knew what was going on, but again, not knowing what was going on, and the Thrag and Nolan conversation, and man, I mean, it was crazy. It was one of the best episodes in the show for me. Again, animation could have been a little better, I don't want to harp on that too much, but it was just so good to see. Some of the worst characters in the show probably were Tech Jacket, not because of the gender swap, just because she kind of felt useless in the fights. So, I mean, that was kind of a bummer because I really did want to see her kind of like pop off and go crazy, but she was just kind of useless. I mean, not completely useless, but she really wasn't. She wasn't moving the needle in the war for everyone, so that wasn't great. Overall, season's a 9 out of 10 for me. It's my favorite show of all time, and this season was absolutely amazing. And if I had to rank the seasons, I'd put season 2 at the bottom. It can just feel a little disconnected at times between episodes, but it's just still so good. You have to have a worse season of the show. It's an 8.5 out of 10. So even though it's like still really good, I mean, it's got to be the lowest season for me, even though it's still so good. Season 4 is next. It's good at some times, but you know, the lows of the season can be pretty low. Again, the episode 4 of Perm is a pretty low point for me. And, you know, there's some parts in like episode 2 when Nolan and Alan are together. My favorite duo of the show, but again, not just a big fan of that. Season 3, this season's great throughout. The whole way through, exploring Mark's battle with the no-kill rule, his morality, and so on. The last 3 episodes of that season are so good and absolute perfection. It's a 10 out of 10 season of television for me, and I absolutely enjoy watching it every single time. And finally, season 1's my top. This is a perfect season of television. I never get bored watching it, and the final battle of Omni-Man and Mark is literally the best episode of the whole series. It's my favorite episode. So that literally puts it at number 1 with just that fight alone. But how well connected season 1 is, it's honestly just peak for me. So let me know what you guys thought of season 4 of Invincible. What'd you like about it? What'd you hate about it? Let me know down in the comments. And remember, I'm